Lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. So for some reason, I don't know where my mind was at last update, but I did say that this was going to be the finale. It's not. There's still one more round, one more update, and then next month is the finale. So please ignore whatever I had said last update because I'm not quite sure where my head was at. I was just ending my Panless eyeshadows, so maybe that's why I figured November was the end of deco panning, but it's not. There's still one more month, and then I believe Emily Max said she's bringing this back next year, which is super exciting because I would love to rejoin this again. I think I'm going to. I've had so much fun with this project. I'm excited that this round is going to be ending pretty soon, just to take a little bit of a break, but I'm really excited to get back into it. I've thoroughly enjoyed pulling the cards and the prompts and figuring out what to pair with them, so I really do love this project. That being said, I'm ready to show you guys what I've been working on for the past few weeks, few months, feels like forever. So let's get started. So I don't even know when I pulled these products in, but it was quite a few months ago. I rolled in the Four of Hearts, which at the time was a brand you own the most of. So I went with NARS and I chose the Mini Deep Throat Blush. My goal was to hit pan in this. So this is what it's looking like. Still no pan, but I don't know if you can see this section right here. There's a dip. I'm so excited. So if you look along the sides, you can tell that there's been a lot more usage along that edge, and I feel like I'm so close. So this little tiny corner here, I'm hoping that I have pan in this by the finale, because that would just be amazing. I know this has been quite a few months that I've been working on this, and I wear it pretty much every single day. So it has definitely been getting a lot of use on it. I would just love to finally hit pan in this and be able to kind of take a break from it as much as I enjoy it. I would kind of like to do that a little bit. And then eventually probably bring it back into another project to finish or something along those lines, because that would be pretty cool. But for now, it's staying in this project, and I'm really hoping that I have pan before the finale. So then I had also rolled in the Ace of Spades, which was to pick your own space. I went with the Ace of Hearts, and then I went with the Two of Spades, which was Indie. So I chose Indie because I wanted to work on my Gimme Glow Party Monster eyeshadow because it was broken. So my goal is to finish it off completely, and I only put it on twice. I lightly tapped it over my lids today, so technically that's the third time, I believe, but this is where we're sitting at. So I really don't have a whole lot left. I feel like I could knock this out by the next update, or be pretty close to it. But compared to last month, the way that I got my usage on this, even though it was only 2 times, was I wore it as a highlighter. So I picked up a lot more product than I would if I had placed it onto my eyes. So I might try that again. I feel like 2, maybe 3 more times as a highlighter, I could get this eyeshadow knocked out. I really do enjoy it. I think it is super pretty, but just because of how messy it is, especially when I dip into it with a brush, it just tends to crumble. And at this point, it's really hard for me to get my finger to tap anything onto my lids. That's why it's so light today, because I tried to do that and it's just not really working out. So at this point, it has to be a brush that I use it with, because I don't really want to repress the tiniest amount that's in there. So I'm thinking using it as a highlighter is going to be my best bet. And I really did like it. Whether it was too much or too dark, that's a whole other thing, but it doesn't really matter. I can wear it to my job on the weekend and it's not that big of a deal. I can wear it when I'm home on the weekend. Again, not that big of a deal. So I think that's how I'm going to use it to completely finish that off, because I would love to have that completely gone by the finale. So a couple months ago, I rolled in the King of Hearts, which I believe was your oldest product. I forgot to actually write the prompt down with what the product was that I chose, but I went with my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I went with the shade Sprinkles in here because I wanted to hit pan on that one. So I will show you what it's looking like right now, but I do have to cover up a couple things. So that is where we're sitting at with Sprinkles. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but there is a dip and I'm super excited about it. I actually wear this as a highlighter, so my brush tends to dip just into the one area, which is totally fine by me. but I actually enjoy wearing this as a highlighter. Might not be the right shade for me, but it's super pretty, so that's how I will continue to do that. And I feel like I'm starting to use it a little bit more on a regular basis, so I feel I can probably pull this off by the finale, which would be awesome. And then a couple months ago, I rolled in the 10 of spades, no, the 10 of clubs. I messed it up a little bit. I fixed it last update. Again, I don't remember what the actual prompt was because I didn't write it down. But I went back to this palette and I pulled out satin sheets. And my goal for that was to hit the top and or the bottom of the pan. Now, this is what satin sheets is looking like. So we're really close to hitting the top here, but as I'm using this, it's it's expanding on the outer edge. So it's leaning more towards the sides of the pan, and I'm actually pairing it with sprinkles as a highlighter, and that's how I use these shades. So I pair them together, I dip into sprinkles, and then I dip into satin sheets, and then I apply it, and then I use another brush just to blend it out because again, it might be a little bit too dark, might not really be a highlighting shade for me, so I just try to blend it out a little bit, but I really love how it looks when I apply it, so that's why I'm going to continue to wear them as highlighter. But it is what it is. I don't know if I'm hoping I'll be able to hit the top of this pan by the finale. But if not, I know I'm getting a lot more use because it's just expanding lengthwise. So either way, I'm just happy that these shades are getting a lot more use on them because this is a much older palette in my collection. So last update, lucky me, I rolled in the Joker for the third time. So what I did was I rolled in my Blend Bunny, the Dollhouse palette, and I kind of went along the same route that I did when I had pulled in my Glamlight, the Ice Cream Dream palette. So I decided that I just wanted to create 5 looks with this palette. Just again, I didn't really want to make it too difficult for myself, but it's something that I don't want to pan because it is newer to my collection. It is one of the newer palettes, so to not completely pan it, but to hit pan on something, I'm not ready for that yet with this palette. So like I said, my goal was to create 5 looks. So unfortunately, I don't have photos because a lot of the times when I've been trying to do my eye looks lately, my eyes have been just getting really irritated, and it doesn't take very long before my eye looks just tend to like disintegrate on my eyes. Sometimes it's like as I'm even doing my eye look, my eyes are starting to water. So unfortunately, I don't have looks, but I will kind of show you how I went about doing my eye look. So the first one, I believe I actually did just use this row here, which was really nice. I did another look with just this row here, which I enjoyed as well. I did do a look with just this middle row, and then I used, I believe, one of these two in my inner corner and on my lid, just to give it a little bit of something else. What else did I do? Did I? Because I know I did 5. Oh, I think I did this row as well, and I just missed out, like I skipped the blue. So I did 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. I did it this way, and then my last look that I did, I just kind of jumped all over and pulled a few different shades, mixing them between here, and then I think I pulled this shade up here. So a little bit from, yeah, so it was a mix of this row, and this row. So I don't write down the shades that I look or that I use and look, so it's kind of hard to remember sometimes, but I really enjoyed using these 3 shades up top here as my like inner corner or on my lid, and I reached for this one and this one a couple of times, and then when I did this row, I used both of these ones as well. So the only ones that I haven't used on the top row are the blue, and I don't know if I've used pin curls or not, this one up here. But regardless, I did all 5 looks, so I'm happy about that. I get to roll this palette out, which means I get to roll in 1 more product before the finale, so I'm really excited about that one. And I do think that I'll be able to knock quite a few of these out by then, as long as I have some pretty consistent use on some of this stuff. So I am shuffling, and I will just be pulling 1 card. Every card in this deck is in here, including both the Jokers. We'll see how she goes this time around. I am excited. I should probably pull up the game board, so give me 1 second and I will do that. Okay, so I have it up. I haven't really looked at it, but it will be on the screen for you guys to take a peek. So let's pull a card and see what we are working on. The 7 of Diamonds. So thank goodness there is no more Joker. 3 strikes and he's out. But let's see what the 7 of Diamonds is because I'm excited. Oh, it's winter, which is really funny because winter was I don't know if it was the very first prompt, but it was a prompt that I pulled in for the intro, and it is the last prompt that I've pulled for this project. So that's kind of cool. So, and it's winter time. So let me go find a product that will go with this prompt, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I pulled the 7 of Diamonds, which is a winter, or the prompt winter. So for that, I'm pulling my Kaleidos. This is the Futurism 3 Astro Pink palette. So this is what my palette is looking like. And I think what I'm going to do, like I was just going to put like a 10 usage on this palette, but I think what I'm going to do is just focus on these 2 shades. I'm going to pull these 2 into the project. And I think I just want to work on them as much as I can over the next month. Because it's the finale, I'm not really going to throw an actual goal onto it. If I can reach for it at least 3 times, that's good enough for me. But I would like to see how much I can actually work these 2 shades into looks and create more of a winter color story one way or another. So I think I'm just going to do something like that. It's simple. It's the finale, so why put myself through too much? But I'm really excited about it. I had this in a project at one point. Don't ask me which project it was because I cannot remember, but I'm really excited to pull this back out and use it again over the next month just to get some more use on it because it's been a while since I've reached for it. So that is everything. I'm really excited about everything that I'm working on. I'm so excited that the Joker is finally out of this project. No more this round. I am done. So I'm really excited about that. That was quite the journey with the Jokers this round. So we're good. But yeah, so this is it. And before I keep on rambling, I'm just gonna end this. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you all later. Bye.